Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Lukeness Monster, and we are joined again with my co-host David.
Hello, how's it going?
It's going good. So we always do this, but you guys here on the channel, obviously you know me, Lukeness Monster. But for anybody who is new to these weekly streams, SideQuester, would you like to give a little bit about yourself and what you do?
I'm SideQuester, and hang on a second.
Are you cosplaying me? Is this what this is?
Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
I don't even know what to say. I'm flabbergasted.
hey guys, that's on backwards. There we go.
and it does not look any better.
Hey.
What? What a way to start a stream. I am genuinely flabbergasted. I'm Lukeness Monster, joined with Lukeness Monster.
Hey guys, I'm Lukeness Monster. Welcome to our live stream. We have an incredible show for you, and take it away.
Okay, well, if you want to check out Doppelganger Lukeness Monster's channel, it is linked in the description. Does all types of action figure reviews, and Lukeness Monster Doppelganger also has a book. Make sure to go check it out. Link in the description is available on Amazon as well as, I believe, the Kindle store.
Yeah, thanks.
So
So
go check it out.
So you're doppelganging me now.
No, just like Rose beard. I just want to put out on the record, I am not that blonde. But...
Look, man, slim resources, all right? I couldn't find a wig that was perfect to your look, so.
Bro has been planning this for a long time, I feel like.
Since like May 2021.
Really? Wow, okay. But I love the classic Lukeness merch. If you guys didn't know, I sell merch. Link in the description. Go check it out. So you have got this in the mail the other day, the Lukeness hat. So
Nice.
it's embroidered.
That would have been a lot easier than this wig because it's already
wig.
super hot.
Please don't wear it. Please take it off. Don't wear it the whole stream. I will not be able to talk. I'll be flabbergasted.
Because it's like looking in a mirror.
Yeah, I mean, like.
I'm gonna try to leave it on as long as I possibly can, but that's not saying very much because how do you do this, dude? Seriously.
I mean, it's attached to my head. What do you think? No, plot twist. It is a wig.
Dude, that would be epic.
There you go. Anyway, let's Oh, you're dressed as me for Halloween. I didn't even think to wear a costume.
But did you really need a comment to just piece that together?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm a little behind if you haven't noticed.
It's the Holo stream, Luke.
The Holo stream? Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Wow. Let's go ahead and say hi to some people in the chat.
Sounds good.
We got Psychotic Shark. What's up?
Hello.
We got 80s Kid from the 90s.
Hello, 80s Kid.
We got Phantom Menace Dennis. Nice to see you.
Hello.
We got the Man Phase 2 Action Review.
What's up, Phase?
Turf Fly Turtle? Oh my gosh. We're gonna go with Turf Fly Turtle. What's up? Nice to see you in the chat.
Hello.
I was super bummed the general public never had a chance at ordering the clones for the Republic 2-pack, and I don't think premium members should have been allowed 3 each. So, yeah, 3 each is stupid. It should have been 2. Should have been a max of 2. We'll definitely get into this. This is the main topic of our discussion tonight, is all the reveals, so we'll get into it. But I just want to say I am a premium member. I showed up about 10 minutes late because I'm a busy man, and unfortunately, it was already sold out like 10 minutes later. So like even for premium members, it sold out in like real quick, which is a shame. But it will be available. Excuse me. It will be available on Shop Disney. So. We got RC8802. Nice.
Hello.
It's Walter Hartwell White.
Esquire.
Nice to see you in the chat, Walter. Is Jesse in the chat or? We have Tesco. What's up? We have. Oh my gosh, you guys are really testing my reading skills today. Collector Khan.
Yes.
Spelled interestingly. I love it. What's up? We got Geekatron 3000. We got oh my gosh, Harpa Quandrax. Harpa Quandrax. That you guys, you're testing my ability to read names today, and I love it. So,
Hey, Lucas, it's karma.
you know what? That was out of pocket. I don't appreciate it. Oh, we got my boy William McNally. What's up?
What's up, William McNally?
I play trumpet with Will. Will's a legend.
Nice.
We have I already said Tesco.
Hello.
We got Dusty Trooper. What's up? Nice to see you in the chat. Was any non-premium members able to order the Mace Clone 2-pack? No, it was already sold out for most premium members too, so it never even hit the regular market, unfortunately. We got Mario from Anaheim. What's up?
Hello.
We got Roman Graham. What's up?
Greetings.
And I believe that is everyone in the chat right now.
Awesome.
So, I can't get over that costume. I wish you gave me the memo. I would have worn something.
No, I wanted this to be a surprise. I wanted your general reaction.
I mean, you got my general reaction, and it's going to be uploaded on YouTube for the end of time now. So, yep.
Story time. I was out shopping, and they had just put out all their Halloween stuff at a store, and I walked up, and there was this wig sitting there, and I was like, everything just all clicked. I was like, wait, these are my old glasses, and sorry, all the wig hair's coming off. These are my old glasses, and they look like your frames. And I was like, and I have the Lukeness shirt, and it just, like I said, it was like this like moment of like absolute clarity. And here we are. Didn't have time to cut it though.
Yeah.
To make it like
I should have just grew my hair out longer. I should have known. And what was I thinking?
You need to learn to anticipate.
I should have anticipated that you would buy a wig that's too long.
Yes, and not the right color.
And not the right...
and not shave.
There you go.
I actually wasn't sure if we would do a stream before Halloween, and so I didn't think that I was going to be able to do this. Mm-hmm. But, you know, now that I see it, other than the Venetian blinds like hitting my face that I can't change until the sun clocks around, this might be my new look. I think you have something going, and I think I might venture forward with this.
Talk. I'll be right back.
Okay. Hey guys, so he's laughing because he knows I'm doing his voice. Yeah, we're this was awesome. I was hoping I could do this. I was planning for it, and I loved that reaction. That was awesome.
So I lied. I don't have the mask with me. So
the Hugh Jackman mask?
No. Well, I do have that. That's right here. Let's see.
Right there.
Why is it so hard? It's right there.
Nice.
No, I was looking for the Nest mask. I thought it was up here on top of the cases, but
dude, that would have been awesome.
but you can't see out of it. See, that'd
Totally.
be great. Yeah, I filmed that entire movie not being able to see,
Wow.
and plus I didn't have my glasses on either. It was rough, but
That's why you fell down the hill.
I fell several times.
Did you get hurt at all?
I mean, nothing life threatening.
But I mean, like, just like cuts and scrapes, or
Yeah, just cuts and scrapes. I mean, I think the worst one was in the bloopers. I like tripped over that log in one of them, and it left like a big like scrape on my shin. That was about it though.
that's what it takes to be an action star.
I,
If
As
we have
long-
time for it, down on the slides, there's my recasting hopes and dreams.
okay.
Future.
Oh God.
future
Okay.
Skywalker.
I can only imagine what this is gonna be. Okay. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and jump right into it. I gotta reset the slides here. But it's the Luke Ness Monster Hollow stream.
Hello.
Bum bum
Bum, bum, bum.
Just like a regular stream. I almost said scream. It's just like a regular live stream, but spooky. Like, I mean, as you can tell, we have 2 Luke Ness monsters in here. That's pretty spooky.
It is spooky. Well, one is spooky. This is horrifying. This is welcome to what you'll look like in 25 years, buddy.
Okay. I'm gonna get really blonde in 25 years.
Yeah, it'll be a wig.
Yep.
Spooky. Phantom Menace Dennis.
First up, we have some of the new waves hitting stores. So this was your photo, I believe.
Yes. So yeah, I walked into my GameStop the other day, and they had put out a bunch of stuff. I didn't take pictures of the. They had the holiday Jawa, and they had these, which they actually had the R2D2 on the retro card as well. And anyway, I was just like my store. They go months without getting anything, and then all of a sudden they'll just get like all kinds of stuff dumped on them. And yeah, so I didn't pick any of this stuff up because not really sold on the Chewbacca because of the chain. The R2D2 I'd probably pick up, but I'm sure it'll be on sale at some point. And the Wicket I already have. So
That R2 is such a must pick up. If you don't have that R2 yet, you have to pick him up. Don't wait to clearance. Don't play clearance chicken.
You should have answered your text when I was in the store.
Yeah, that's my bad. My bad.
Oh, it's all right. You're not responsible for my buying habits.
This is something that I bought. So I mean, don't buy these.
Totally awesome customs.
They're customs. We have 4 Wolfpack troopers from Vale's Toy Store. We have Comet, is it Sinker? I almost said Stinker.
I was gonna call him Stinker.
Comet, Sinker, the standard Wolfpack trooper, and we have Boost. All 4 of these guys look incredible, and they were must pickups for me personally. But don't buy them. I bought them for strictly reviewing purposes. But yeah, these are pretty awesome looking, and hopefully Hasbro does get around to making these characters.
Now, I think we probably know the answer to this question, but do you think there's a possibility that they're on the new bodies?
Absolutely not.
You don't think so?
No.
I can't tell from the pictures, but I mean, I know you're probably right. They probably have 100,000 of these, and they're just painting them as they go. But one could hope. What would you do if you got them and it's the brand new body?
It would be an interesting reaction. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think they would. It's way cheaper for them just to use the mold they already have for it, and I'm sure, like you said, they have like 2,700 of these unpainted ones that I'm sure they just paint with different decos. So
right now, do you think that it's possible and this is my conspiracy theory brain working. Do you think it's possible that that Hasbro had intended on releasing the plain white Phase 2 Clone Trooper, and at some point in the process, they scrapped it to come up or to do the new design, so that these are possibly what could have been from Hasbro. Like they were actually produced with the intention of being available in some way, in a box set, in as a standard figure, and they just scrapped it at some point.
Before I do answer that, I want to say hi to Big Bendu in the chat.
Hello, Big Ben.
But no, I don't think so. I think this is they stole the mold.
Mm-hmm.
They reused the Hasbro mold and they're just painting it with their own decos. I don't think that it's anything that Hasbro was already doing. I see a lot of people that say like, oh, they're probably made in the same factory as the ones Hasbro's are made in, but like they're completely different types of plastic. You can feel it when you use them and you hold them. They're similar, but they're different. And just for some of those reasons alone, like I don't think they're made in the same factory. It's probably some dude in his garage that has like some kind of injection molding machine and is parting these out piece by piece and sticking them together.
So
just my thoughts.
I don't remember where I heard this, and I don't think it had to do directly with Hasbro, but I think it had to do with like other like the automotive industry or something. What I heard was that essentially what happens is when these factories make the steel molds, that a lot of times what they do is they make two sets, and one set is run or goes to the company, and the other set is used for whatever they want. Or that when they move away from producing a certain figure or after hours, that somebody comes in and they run off more because everything's all hooked up to the machines anyway, and they just pump in a different, cheaper type of plastic, and that's why you see all these customs floating around.
So my only thing with that is that obviously Hasbro doesn't want these customs going around.
Right.
And so if they were made in the same factory, you think that they would be cracking down on preventing these from getting out if they are from the same factory.
Possibly.
Is my only thing.
But what are they really going to do? You know, I mean,
don't do that anymore. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. Like, what? Hey, stop it.
I mean, I'm sure there's legal. I don't know the word I'm looking for. Legal consequences. Yeah.
Again, what are they going to do? They are relying on these factories to produce the product cheaply, because if they were to do it in the United States, it would be probably 2 or 3 times the price.
Yeah.
So they're really at the mercy of the factory. So it's like, okay, well, I guess,
So do we know if Hasbro owns this factory, or is it just like licensed out to them for, hey, we want you to make this many?
I don't know this. I don't have any like direct knowledge on it. From my understanding, they wouldn't own the factory. They basically just lease it out. So they think of it as like a concert venue or something.
No, yeah, I understand. Yeah.
Okay. So you don't need me to go into. I had charts. I can
pulls out the pie charts and the PowerPoint presentation. No, I understand how that would work. Whoever owns a factory just leases it out to different companies, and they're like, we want this many of this, make it, and then they do. Yeah.
Right.
So, but these photos I did get from Black Series Cantina, so shout out to you. Link in the description. We love Zach here on the channel, but Yeah,
Thank
so
you.
I
Great
do want to
pictures.
say, I do want to address Psychotic Shark's question here. Yeah, I believe that Veal's Toy Store isn't available in the UK anymore.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I saw some people saying that. I can't really confirm unless I fly to the UK or I guess buy a VPN. Um, but no, I don't believe they are anymore. At least from what I've heard. And I believe that the Wolfpack ones aren't on the website anymore either.
I think they sold out.
But they took down the listing completely, though, is what I saw. Normally they have it and they just say like sold out, zero available, but like they don't even show up on the listing anymore, which is interesting.
That you are correct. So when you first sent me the link or the images of these, I looked it
Mm,
up. They had all of them in stock available, and
mm,
then when I went and checked later, I think they had two or three of them up and
yeah.
available. And then I think they still have two up, but they're listed as being sold out. So they
Okay.
did pull some of them off. I
I
can.
know. I know. When I looked, none of them were up. So maybe they put them back in as like sold out. But I know I looked. It would have been that night, the day they went up. It would have been that night, maybe like midnight,
Uh,
and they weren't even on the listing anymore. So maybe they were added to a different listing because it was in like that big clone one where like all of them were there. So
right.
you never know. But
But sometimes they do list them as like a separate thing too.
yeah,
You
I
know, they
mean,
have the big
normally,
one.
normally, normally they do that, but um, but yeah, maybe they sold out before they could, and so Kiadi Mundi is slated for spring of 2024. So I know he showed up at London Comic Con. There, he was in one of the display cases. That'll be in my next news video, but yeah. So, pro tip: going to Galaxy's Edge, take figs for toy photography. Yeah, I went to Galaxy's Edge and I didn't do that. So I also didn't spend enough time in Galaxy's Edge to really do that. I mean, it was a pretty frantic trip, but I had fun. But yeah. So anyway, what happened? I don't know what happened. I don't know. Should I go to the next slide?
Uh,
Short King Balin. Is that a direct quote from me in one of my videos?
yes.
He is a short king for real.
uh, I did some rudimentary editing with my phone. I thought it turned out okay. Yeah. What's the deal, man? Like, what are your thoughts on this?
So I just watched Lane Speeder Luke's review on the figures. Came out earlier today.
Uh,
Shin is also too tall. They're both 6-inch figures.
right.
And so my guess is that they only had concept art to go with, and they didn't have actors or actresses casted yet for the roles, and so they just made them both 6 feet with the kind of like concept art designs, and then they did the head sculpts last whenever they were casted.
Yeah.
And I mean that's why you see the colors are off for both Balin and Shin, is because they were based off the concept art rather than.
Maybe, but
That's my thought.
if you look at the next couple of slides, I put those up to have size comparison because if you see like the duel between Ahsoka and Balin, like he's like 6 or 8 inches taller than her,
Yeah.
and I anyway
And
I
that's
don't know.
why I think it was based off of concept art, because they didn't know the height of the character yet because they didn't have someone casted yet. But they had to go and put this figure into production if they're going to get it done in time.
Yeah, maybe
That's my thought.
that's likely. I mean, simple fix. All they need to do is extend the legs underneath the skirt piece, have like a little longer upper thigh section, and hopefully that'd cover it and not make the arms look too small in the process. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I actually, when I saw that he was short, I canceled my pre-order. I'll wait.
I didn't pre-order it, and I'm kind of glad I didn't now. I think I'll pick them up in store, but
Maybe. I don't know. I canceled my my Marok too, just because that it's one of those where I built him up in my own mind that he was going to be some significant character, and then he ended up being a Vice Admiral Holdo, and
he ended up being a bunch of bees in a suit, and so. Okay. What's up, Alejandro? Nice to see you in the chat.
Hello.
We also have Doug Smith.
Hello,
and
Doug.
Mike V. What's up?
Hello, Mike V.
But
those sabers aren't even close to orange. Big Bendy says.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the problem. I think the large saber isn't necessarily a bad thing for Balin if he was the proper size. I mean, but since he's almost probably an inch shorter than he should be, the saber is just way too big for him too. So.
Yeah, I don't know. We had our discussion about the show and what we thought of it. I kind of base my interest in purchasing action figures on like what my final thoughts are on the IP. Mm-hmm. And a lot of times, even if I think something is falling short, if they have something big and epic at the end, big climax, then I'll go and buy the figures. Like behind me, I have a bunch of the Obi-Wan series figures. The show had its flaws, but that duel at the end was epic. And the Vader. I just watched your video right before we started about you getting the Duel's End Vader in the mail, and it's just a great figure. And so, like, when you have a combination of an impactful moment and an incredible final result in a figure, I'm totally on board. Ahsoka as a series wasn't as impactful to me, and now that the figures are coming out and they seem to have fallen short, in pun intended, I don't know. I'm fine with walking away and then maybe coming back if they did a deluxe version of Balin where they make him taller and give him more accessories or something. I might come back to it at that point.
This is one of those where everybody complains, oh, we don't have our Mando Season 2 figures when Mando Season 2 is coming out. And then we get the Mando Season 2 figures like a year later, and they're all really great figures. But like with stuff like this, we get our figures when the show's coming out, but they suck.
Right.
And
and you're very right. They do have to base it off of concept art to get them out in time. In recent memory, I remember when the Marvel Legends figures came out for Avengers Endgame. Mm-hmm. None of them looked like they did in the movie.
Well, I think that one is just strictly because Endgame was so top secret,
right?
That they weren't even giving out like what the characters looked like. So,
how long have you had your hair long like that?
I don't know. Like this, about a year. I know. About 2 years ago, there was a stretch for about 6 months. It was long, and then I cut it really short, and then I grew it back out. So
I don't know. Like I imagine, like if I had my hair like this all the time, I'd wake up and I'd just be like, like,
yep.
Is that you?
Yep. The wind is your worst enemy. Yeah,
Although,
it's even worse. I used to have a side part, and when it's really long, it's just in your face the whole time. It was like emo Luke, if you could imagine that.
that could have been your Halloween costume.
Just emo Luke. I couldn't pull off a side part.
You know, I was halfway considering just completely abandoning the Lukeness costume and using the wig to be Shin Hati.
I would have liked that one better.
Hang on.
Oh my gosh, is that Shin? What?
Witches! More witches!
Uh,
Okay, I'm going to switch back to my real glasses so I can
yeah.
see.
Feel free to take off the wig too.
Why does it bother you?
No.
Okay, then it stays.
Okay. Just out of context, nobody's gonna know.
They're going to think you're talking to yourself.
I mean, it is like 1 for 1, but for anyone who's joined the stream since this has started, Sidequester is me for Halloween. Just so yeah.
I'm your long lost twin brother from a different generation.
I don't think that is what a twin is, but
Time travel.
time travel. Anyway, yeah, he's just way too short. This is interesting, and I'm going to talk about this in my next news video, but their display here at London Comic Con had the Bad Batch Rex as well as the Clone Wars 2020 like 1 figures, the Target exclusives, as part of their display, which I thought was super weird because they never really use old figures in their displays.
Yeah, you know, that's what I actually I took some of the pictures down because it just got to be too many slides. But
Yeah.
I noticed that as well. And my first thought was like, oh, they're telegraphing that they're going to do more clone sets. They're going to have the Ahsoka trooper, and they're going to have the Anakin with the 501st, and or with Rex, and on and on, or Rex and a 501st. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I hope so.
But then I saw underneath they had the 40th anniversary Star Wars George Lucas Stormtrooper carded. And I was like, oh, they're just kind of throwing everything in there.
Well, no, I think they did it specifically because it's a callback to Ahsoka. The scene there with Anakin and Ahsoka and Captain Rex. They wanted to do that, so that's what they did.
Right, but my initial thought, or my hope, was that it was that they were signaling that there was going to be.
Well, yeah, that would be nice. I thought it was interesting that they used Bad Batch Rex rather than the 2018 Rex. Now, here's my theory: is they don't have a bunch of extras lying around, and so they're like, okay, let's go buy a Rex. They went to eBay. Oh, phase or the original Rex is $150. Just get Bad Batch Rex in here. Take off his cloak, you know?
Could be that. I mean, I would think that they probably have these things just floating around in
Then why wouldn't they have the other Rex?
Maybe just because it's more recent. Maybe they turned around and sold off all of the original Rexes that they had in their possession because they were going for $150 pop.
There you go. Some employee just started snagging them out of the Rex drawer. It was like, oh, one went missing. Wonder who did that. But Starkiller, but spooky. It's just a single release of Starkiller. He's not very spooky.
But it's more the Halloween stream.
Spooky.
Everything is the same but spooky.
Very true.
Yeah, I super stoked for this. I actually pre-ordered a couple because I want to have like all the different versions. Well, I don't know if I'll do the smelling a fart face, but I'll do the angry face So I'll have kind of the stoic Star Killer, and then I'll have the angry face one. I would love to do a custom of the Raxus Prime,
Oh yeah.
which I think would be amazing. It would be such an easy custom for them to make, but I don't. Or sorry, like a variant. Uh, but I don't know if they would do that. I would like
Let's
to think.
I mean, let's be real here. We got the main Star Killer in the main line. And they're gonna milk that mold as much as possible. So we're gonna be getting like 25 different Star Killer outfits over the next 5 years in the Gaming Greats line. It's not gonna be main line, but they're gonna be Gaming Greats releases.
As we should. I mean, I think Raxus Prime would be really simple. They could do.
I like the Cloud City one where he has the Mando armor.
Yeah,
That one's cool.
and then there's is it Felucia, where he goes? He has two different
that one's
costumes.
cool. I like that one.
And then he has one that's kind of like Vader-esque. Doesn't it have like a box?
Yeah, the box. Yeah.
And he has kind of the lower collar piece to the Vader helmet, or
He might.
a version of it.
I have to go back and look, but
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Eddie the Eddie, yeah, it is sold out, unfortunately. But no, I think the one that everybody really wants is like evil Sith Starkiller, or Starkiller Ultimate or Starkiller Prime. I don't know the name of it. Darth Starkiller, the one with the helmet and the claws, the Edward Scissorhands Starkiller.
Oh, that's the Sith Assassin.
Sith Assassin, yep. That's the one that everybody wants. So
that would be cool. And
so cool.
You got me excited. That'd be so awesome.
I think my biggest problem is with some of these obscure characters. Not that Starkiller is super obscure. It's just I don't have room for them. Like I have movie cases, I have clone cases, I have Imperial cases, but like stuff for like even the TV shows, like any Ahsoka figures or Mando. So, no, I do have a Mando case, but specifically Kenobi.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't have I don't have a Kenobi display. And so I don't know where to put some of the figures half the time. I have one. This one's my Marvel case right here. If it'll point, the one right next to it, you can't see, it's off camera, is just miscellaneous, and it's just a bunch of random figures from different IPs just standing. They're not even posed, just because I don't really have anywhere else to put them. And so I know Starkiller lucked out because he fit in my pointing is hard in my Imperial case, which is right up here. And he looks great because next to Vader and the Emperor, he looks great. But when you start getting into more like obscure costumes or stuff like that, it just doesn't really have a place in my collection, which is bad because I want it to. But until I expand my display, it just doesn't work.
So this is a much bigger conversation that I think you could probably do an entire stream about. But since you're running out of room, would you consider scaling down what you have to make room for new stuff? And if so, what would you start clearing out to make room? How would you do it? By movie, by genre, by era?
The first thing I would do is get rid of some of the stupid cases. I have the sequel trilogy case right here. So that one's gone. Don't even care. I don't even have to try to sell it. Just throw it in the garbage. We have the Marvel case right here, which I love the MCU, but with the limited space, it's almost it's not something that I want to sell because I like the figures, but that might just be throw in a shoebox and put in the attic, kind of thing, because I don't really have room for them. And then I think I have an Avatar, I think it has McFarlane Avatar, Spartan Collection, and a random Marty McFly. And so that one could be something else too. But I definitely need to work on expanding my stuff a little bit better. But I know the spoiler for recent pickups, you got Jabba the Hutt here. I don't have anywhere to put him. He right now he just lives on my table, and I just move him when I need to record, because Because so what I'm working at doing is I'm working to print the diorama, Jabba's diorama from Landspeeder Luke, and it's gonna go on top of my cases. But which already it really sucks because I got like the TIE fighter and a bunch of helmets and stuff up there anyway. This thing is annoying because it hits the mic, and I do apologize.
That's all right. It's like my Venetian blinds hitting me in the face a few minutes ago.
Covered up by the luscious locks.
Well, man, this is like, all right. Like now that it's like I'm set into it now. Like like I could pull this off. Not a chance. Not a chance.
I'm so sorry. That was so out of pocket.
Couldn't even sell it.
No, you could pull it off. If it was your natural hair color, you could pull it off. I don't think the bright blonde works, but...
Well, maybe next year. If I had more time, I would.
Maybe next year. Just spray paint it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, could you imagine?
Could have done jet black, and you could have been Wednesday.
I could have. And again, it would have been...
I didn't give you enough notice for that one, though.
True.
Anyway.
I have to call her up and see if we're related, so...
Mm-hmm. Yep. Anyway, Starkiller is currently unavailable. So this one was the single release pre-order.
Yeah, on Amazon, it was sold out, and
that doesn't surprise me.
Which, I don't know. Yes, Tesco, Lukeness is blonde. Can't you tell?
Actually, my hair's brown.
Your beard is blonde.
Okay. I actually, this is a very heated discussion because I had this conversation with some friends the other day. Okay. Is my hair genuinely blonde? Because I genuinely think I have brown hair. Because it's not blonde, it's brown.
I always thought you were blonde. If it's brown, it's a light brown.
Yeah, but so that's what people always say. They're like, you have blonde hair, and I'm like, when I think blonde, I think like what you're wearing, like Marilyn Monroe, golden blonde, like that. I don't know. I think it's just like what people consider to be what hair color, but like I would consider this brown. That's what my driver's license says. It's brown. But
yeah, like I said, I always thought it was blonde, but
anyway, that was a side tangent that didn't need to happen. Anyway,
when I bought the wig, it's a Lukeness branded wig. And
it's branded. You could buy it on my merch store. Link in the description.
Yeah, exactly.
With real locks of Lukeness's hair. What's up, Jonah? Welcome to the chat.
Hello, Jonah.
But so yeah, the Hasbro PulseCon set is still in stock. Interestingly enough, which kind of surprises me. I think they just made a lot of these sets, and is also kind of expensive for the casual collector.
True, and I was also wondering if they Shadati wig. I was wondering if maybe as soon as they announced the single release that a bunch of the pre-orders for the second round of the deluxe set got canceled because people were like, why spend that when I could just wait a couple extra months?
That's true. Honestly, that's probably what ended up happening. So
the interesting thing to me is Amazon shows that it's releasing January. Entertainment Earth and Big Bad Toy Store, I think both have it listed as February.
So we have the official Lukeness momster here.
Okay.
This is my mother. And we do have confirmation it is brown.
So. Okay. Your hair has always been brown?
Apparently.
Oh, you don't remember?
Now, I was like 2 months old. How am I supposed to know?
Well,
I mean, as long as I can remember, it's been brown. Okay. Now, my brother, I have a brother. He used to have blonde hair when he was like that color blonde hair, when he was really, really young. But he probably has the same hair color I have now. So.
Well, fine. Never mind.
But thank you, Momster. I appreciate it.
Yes, thank you for the clarification. I will get a properly colored wig for next year.
Whenever you cosplay Luke again. Yep.
Maybe for maybe at Comic-Con. Whoa, that would be awesome.
We dress as each other at Comic-Con.
Just dress up.
There we go.
Get you a fake beard. That'll just be completely the wrong color.
There you go. Anyway, we'll get back into the slides here in just a second. Do we want to run some recent pickups?
You know, I don't really have a whole lot. The only thing that I got, which you made fun of me for, was I went to Ross and they had the Dark Trooper credit collection.
How much was it?
$6.99.
That is a tough price for a $30 figure, or a $32 figure. But
right.
It just sucks unless you're gonna spray paint it black. Like it's, I don't know.
Well, I was thinking about possibly putting some brake cleaner or something on it to try to get the color off.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, for that price. Good. For that price, I could just do like a light spray over it, just kind of a black or a dark gray or something to kind of cover up the weird paint scheme that they did.
Yeah,
I don't know. So they had one a few weeks ago, and they also had the ceremonial Leia and Leia Bausch and or Bouche. I don't know.
Ooh, ceremonial Leia is pretty good. I mean, it's very scene specific, but good figure.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't pick it up. Although I wish I would have, because I would been thinking about the different like custom possibilities. Even though now they're doing Mara Jade again, so really like that was one of them that I had in mind. But
well, I know it's figures like that, like Ceremony Leia and Luke are just in my Cantina display. This is my Cantina display. You have like Cantina band back here and like the bar right here and then the chairs right here. But like Luke and Leia are just in the corner because like that's my only New Hope shelf I have. And I don't have anywhere else to put them. It's obscure like costumes or different figure variants.
Right.
Like that. Anyway, that was another side tangent, but you reminded me. But yeah, I think the only way I would buy one of those Dark Troopers is excuse me, is if like I had Sabine like spray painting it or something. Like that'd be the only.
And that would make sense. I also just want to clarify to your mom that I wasn't mad when I threw this wig off. I just thought it would play funny as a joke.
It was pretty funny.
But anyway, I had to do it. I had to do it, even if I couldn't find the right wig.
So that was all your recent pickups?
Yeah, I mean, Star Wars stuff. I ordered some other figures that still haven't arrived yet, but yeah, that's about it. And I mean, I did pre-order the Star Killer. I snagged a couple more of the 40th anniversary Luke Jedi because they had them on like cheap warehouse deals. I got them. I think they were like 1970.
Oh yeah.
So nice. I kind of had to for that, just because I want them for customs. Again, thinking that I was like, oh man, I would love to make some cool post Return of the Jedi Luke customs, and then now, as we will get into, they are doing that. So now I'm just gonna have a
Yep.
How about you?
So I did get a few things. These are kind of spoilers to my upcoming vlog, which will probably be out like a week to 2 weeks from now. My vlog schedule is weird. It just whenever I have time to post a vlog. But this one is a kind of a spoiler. So this one I guess is a spoiler for the one I released today. We talked about this briefly in the last stream, but I didn't have him unboxed yet. But we have Jabba.
Nice. That's so cool, man.
This figure came out in like what, 2013, 2014?
2014. I think he was blue box.
No one told me that his like head was like rubber. Like he's got a rubbery texture Nobody told me that. I just assumed it was plastic. I guess I never had saw one in person, but yeah, it does have the moving mouth. Kind of.
Do you know how much they retailed for when they first came out?
I'm gonna guess 35 or 39.99.
$24.99.
Really?
Came out with the speeder bike, and I remember walking into my Target after Christmas 2014, and they had an end cap filled with those and the speeder bikes.
Wow.
The speeder bikes were marked down to $7.
Oh my gosh. Imagine buying that whole end cap and nowadays, like you could retire.
Possibly.
I know
it's like crypto.
Yeah, I know in my recent vlog I went to like this local toy fair, and they had that speeder bike $75.
Yeah, what was that? I mean, if you care
it
to
was
share.
I think it was just called like Midwest Toy Fair. It was in some like hotel in the town I go to college in, and
Okay.
it was really, really tiny toy fair. I maybe walked around in 20 minutes, and so
Yeah,
it was cool,
when I saw you the clips of you walking around, and I was like, whoa, like that's. I mean, I didn't know that you had gone to a convention. That's pretty cool.
It was just something that was there, and I saw it, and so I'm like, okay, I'll go, and
nice.
so yeah, it was cool.
So what else did you get?
This is okay. So this is a long story. Anyway, back 2022, beginning like February 2022, I went to, I went to Disney with my high school band, and one thing I really wanted, I'm going to Galaxy's Edge. I want a lightsaber, and I want the Mandalorian Camtono because I know they only sold it at the parks at the time.
Right.
Well, it went in stock on Shop Disney, and it was on sale for like 30% off.
What?
So we got the Camtono here.
That's awesome.
And it's like a life-size prop replica, and it also, so it's locked right now. Which it's a cheap prop, so like you just like put a little motion into it and it'll just unlock because it's really crappy. But you twist it and it opens up.
That's awesome.
Like a Camtono. It's super cool.
I mean, so like I absolutely love it, and you should cosplay somewhere. Keep maybe keep your business cards in there.
No.
So when you go to meet people, you're like, oh, here, take a business card. As far as the functionality of the device itself, that makes absolutely no sense.
Oh yeah.
Like to have all like if you had coins or something inside, it just
all falls out.
Yeah.
Well, it's strictly for stacking Beskar. I mean, obviously. But so that's what I wish I had when I filmed my fan film. That's one of the reasons I wanted to get it, was so whenever he offers the money there at the end, I know I threw like the little like lightsaber case from Galaxy's Edge, which actually worked out pretty well. But that would have been perfect for it.
So are you saying that possibly we could see a Hunted special edition with new scenes?
Absolutely not. Absolutely, there's no way. Sorry.
The return of Ness's master as a Force ghost?
As a Force ghost?
In a blonde wig?
In a blonde wig. No, it does not make ice cream, unfortunately. Luke Ness, hey, nice to see your face. Hello from Canada. What's up, Hooter Mikulski? I know I've seen you in the Out of the Basement chats, but I don't think I've ever seen you in my chat, so nice to see you, dude. Look at the golden locks. Yeah. We already had this whole bit earlier that you missed. Sidequester was cosplaying as me for Halloween, and he had this huge blonde wig. So yeah.
I might go trick-or-treating tomorrow. Or on Tuesday.
There you go. Yep.
If I went tomorrow, that would actually be hilarious.
That would be quite awkward for a lot of people. But anyway, I also went. This is the spoiler for the next vlog. But stopped by Ollie's, and they had some cool figures for pretty cheap. They had this is the I want to say Bandai 11 from Stranger Things.
Nice.
It's okay. it's just okay. Articulation's fine. But it's just not my favorite outfit for 11.
Yeah, the
And
suit.
I have no other Stranger Things figures, and so it's just like a blonde, like a not blonde. It's like a really short-haired girl with zero context without any of the other figures. And so it's just kind of like, I don't know where I'm supposed to display this either. It's probably going to go with the Avatar figures.
You need to 3D print a sensory deprivation tank.
There you go. Yeah. Get the pizza box sunglasses too. And yeah.
How much was she?
$9.99. Yep.
Not bad.
Which I think she was what, like 31, 32 retail.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah.
Yeah. Not bad. And then I'm a little embarrassed to admit this, but
You don't have to be embarrassed about anything, dude.
I bought some Fortnite figures.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that you bought a case of Vice Admiral Holdos, but okay, go ahead.
Surprise! Check your front door. No. Oh my gosh, I'm choking.
Don't die.
I'm still getting over a cold, so I do apologize.
Phantom Menace Dennis.
What's up, dude? Thank you so
much.
much. I have a donation for the fan film special edition. Does that mean I have to make it happen now?
Oh, dude.
See, I'm gonna give you an insider here, which is a little personal. But Hunted as a film itself did not even make $2 from YouTube ad revenue. So
now it did.
Now it did. Yeah, I guess now it did. But thanks, Phantom. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, dude. That's
I think
awesome.
we have to play the Dono video, right?
Yeah.
The Dono video, yeah.
Jabba offers a sum of 35, and I do suggest you take it. He agrees.
So there you go. Thank you,
That's
Phantom
awesome.
Menace. I appreciate it. Yeah, as you can tell, I need to update that with the new logo. But I mean, I think today that was a perfect time to do it, though.
Right.
But yeah, yeah, I'm a closeted Fortnite, not even closeted Fortnite fan. I just love Fortnite. I've played it ever since I was like, what, 13. So, and so I got some Fortnite figures. This is Brutus, I believe. Pretty cool. He was $12.
Wow.
He's a big boy too.
$5 or $40 when it came out.
It was pretty close to it because it came with this, and then it also came with this huge like weapons case.
Oh,
which is
that's
super
almost worth it for that.
Which is super cool because it comes with like a gun in here, or for YouTube terms, a blaster, and then it actually held the minigun in here too, which was super nice. And like, it's stuff like this that I want in the Black Series.
Yeah,
world building pieces. This is freaking awesome, and this was worth $12 alone. But yeah, Brutus here is pretty cool. I'm not a huge fan of like the Brutus skin. I do own this one, but I thought it was cool for $12. I couldn't pass it. And then this one was $5.99. Again, I have no attachment to the skin itself, but it's pretty cool looking. And for $5, I had to buy it. But the problem is that I like them. They're good. They're good figures. These are the Hasbro ones, by the way. I've bought a few. I think I have a Fortnite figure review on the channel from 2020 when I started YouTube.
Wow.
But the problem is they're good. Like, I'd never really gotten into the Hasbro line when Hasbro got the license, but they're really good figures, and they're rather cheap too, which sucks because now I want them, and I'm going to spend a lot of money on them, and I don't have room for them. So I'm conflicted.
If there was ever a reason to get rid of your sequel shelf, it could be a Fortnite shelf.
Trust me, all I need is a good reason.
Well, how much time you got? I can give you a few reasons. We can just recap the movies.
But yeah, so I got those. Yeah, again, another side tangent. Fortnite is swapping back to the original map on Friday. Week from like 5 days from now, 6 days from now. So really excited for that because I love it. No, I was not 13 when Fortnite came out, but that's when I started playing. Because my mom would not let me play it until I was 13 because it was rated T for teen. So, yeah. But no. Yeah. Anyway, so no, this one. Yeah, I mean that's valid. That's probably what I'll end up doing, but and then last one. Okay. We have Ahsoka.
Whoa, cool.
And
that's awesome.
She is in the top 3 best figures of the year right now.
Really?
She is incredible. Look at the likeness. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it.
That is pretty good. Did I tell you my Ahsoka story?
How it was street dated?
At GameStop? Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had the option to pre-order it, but it was one of those where it's like it's above retail even after the pro rewards thing. Like they usually have it where it's, above retail, but then if you have pro rewards, it ends up kind of coming out to basic retail. But it was above it, and I was like, I'll wait. And then, of course, the street date hit, and it sold. And when I went in there the other day, they didn't have it, and now I wish I would have gotten it.
Yeah. I love it. So, I think it's in stock on GameStop.com.
Oh. I don't know. I'm feuding with them at the moment.
Why are you feuding with GameStop?
So when I went in and they didn't have the Ahsoka, they have these DC superpowers figures. They're kind of like homages to figures that I had when I was a wee little brown-haired boy. Actually, I had red hair when I was young, but I pre-ordered them, and if you do it in the store, you can get free shipping at a lower dollar amount. That's a little secret for people. If you're a pro member, you can go in instead of hitting $79 like on the website to get free shipping, you can do it at $25. So you can just buy a few things. If you pay for it in the store, then they'll ship it to your house. I did that. And then I got a notification. They're like, oh, we canceled your order. Like, what? And I went and looked. Okay. They said, oh, it might be stock limitations. And I went on the website. The items are still available to purchase. So I have no idea why it was.
Yeah.
But it upset me greatly.
No, it is available in stores. It is showing up. And I know not any of mine yet, unfortunately. But yeah, it is showing up. And then there was one more I wanted to comment on. This one. I'm currently 18 now. I'm in college.
I thought you were like 36.
37 in March.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm 25.
But it says Walgreens Trooper in stock online. Which one?
What?
Yeah, everybody's asking the same questions. Yeah, I'm sure 212th is way out of stock. I'm guessing the 187th, but
maybe. Hang on, where's my Walgreens app?
Anyway, that's all of my recent pickups. So
cool.
Is it news time?
Let's do it, man. Okay. Yeah, we've got a lot to cover. So
yeah, we do have a lot. First up, Paz Vizsla. We'll go through some of these ones pretty quick because they kind of suck. Paz Vizsla, it's just a repack, no new accessories, just Galaxy packaging. So as far as that goes, I guess it's an option for people to get one that missed the original one. I guess the original one did come out in like 2020 in the red box, so I understand like there's probably new people that need a chance to get it, so I'm not too upset about it. But yeah, it is available. I think it's one of those where it's just we've gotten so many different versions of him now that like it's just okay, who cares? Yeah,
I owned the original one, and then I did get the carbonized one because they had it Target for like $10, I think.
I don't own the original. I only bought the carbonized one.
On clearance?
It was $7 at my Target, and so that one's my main Paz because it's shiny.
Which I mean, it actually, as the carbonized figures go,
it works
kind of fits
perfectly.
in pretty well. I just I don't know. Psychotic Shark says Pass Vizsla.
Pass Vizsla, yeah, for sure.
Well said.
Do we know what the price for this one is?
Why no?
Because
it was $33.99. I think.
Because I know the original one was $30. It was $29.99 originally. Then I want to say the carbonized one was $33, maybe even $35.
Yeah, he's $33.99 on Amazon.
Okay. Because then I know the Jon Favreau one was like $39, wasn't it?
Was it that cheap?
I didn't think it was over 40, but I knew it was like much more than the original one. But
right, no, it might have been $39.99 or $34.99. I don't know. That like the same thing with we talked about the George Lucas Stormtrooper. They had those super cheap too, and I thought for a minute about getting them and using the George Lucas heads to make customs or something, and then just having troopers. But
yeah,
I don't know. I've really like tried to scale down what my focus is, and like even this Mandalorian, I'm gonna pass. I don't know. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I mean, I plan on getting the Book of Boba Fett one, which I don't know if I have on pre-order, which is probably something I should figure out.
You probably don't.
I probably don't. Might as well buy another one. That's what the comments should do to trick me into getting more figures for giveaways. But so okay, to clarify, I accidentally bought a second Ahsoka because I didn't remember that I had her on pre-order. So that's going to be a future giveaway.
But if there's a figure to buy an extra one of, it's going to be an Ahsoka because that's awesome, and she's going to come and go and be.
Oh yeah, she's gonna be a $50, $60, $70 figure in 2 years. Guarantee it. So anyway, yeah. So this one,
release her in the 2-pack.
This one though, I absolutely love this body for Mando. So I'm not too upset that he's getting a. My light just fell in the background. I apologize. Every time, it never fails to do that during the stream. Anyway, I love the body for this Mando, but they're re-releasing this body before the original one's even out, and it's just weird. I understand you want to get the new Mando body in the Mando packaging. It makes sense.
Does this one come out first?
No.
Okay.
It's later, but it's just a re-release of a figure that's not released yet.
Yeah.
So it's a weird choice. And then it has the hard plastic cape with no jetpack. So I'm assuming it's the same price. I think $24.99. It's the exact same price as the Book of Boba Fett one with less accessories and a objectively worse cape. So
yeah. I mean the only upside to it is that it's scene specific. So if you want the Mines of Mandalore version, like
the paint is exactly the same. There's no difference other than the name on the packaging.
See,
so
when we talked about this the other day, and it doesn't seem outside of anything normal to me, because that's how Star Wars figures used to come out. Like when they would do a movie line, like Revenge of the Sith. Day one, there was like 3 or 4 versions of Anakin, all just different variations of his outfit, and it was scene specific. They had one where he had the lightsaber molded in his hand. They had the deluxe one with the quick change to Darth Vader. They had all these different versions. So like it.
Thanks for joining.
Thank you so much.
Turfly Turl. I'm never gonna be able to pronounce it right, but thanks for joining. Nice to see you.
Turflydle.
Oh, that makes so much more sense.
I make up a lot of words, and so that's probably why it's I can break it down.
Yeah.
I make up a lot of fake words.
I don't know. It's one of those where me personally, I think I would have rather had a re-release of number 94 Mando with the Beskar shoulder pad rather than the one that he replaces in the first 3 minutes of the first episode.
Okay.
And get that one re-released rather than this one.
With the new legs, so he doesn't have the double jointed knees.
If they could do it on those legs, sure. If not, then I don't care. I mean, I like that. I have a soft spot for number 94 Mando, so yeah. I'm buying it anyway. But it's just one of those where he spent his 3 episodes with that shoulder pad before he gets the Mudhorn and before he gets the Beskar. Mm-hmm. And so that number 94, it's like 3 minutes of Mando in the beginning of that episode, and you never see that version again. So,
well, this is an interesting point with this specifically, and with the brand new Phase 2 clone. Mm-hmm. It's something that we've kind of talked about. You've talked about in your videos over the years. I think Hasbro is now designing their characters so that they can do as minimal remolding as possible to come out with future versions. So I think you might be right here that, from what you said, they could probably just have different panel options, panels for the armor, and come out with the 94 Mando with the correct shoulder.
The Muddy Mando has that shoulder pad without the Mudhorn signet on it, so they have it. They've already made it. But they just haven't released a non-Muddy version of him, like it.
But what I'm saying is, with this new body, they could swap out all the panels. And so they could just make the
they'd have to make the 94 panels for it to swap out, but the base body would be the same. Yeah.
But those would just be overlays. So that'd be cheaper.
Yeah, which is true, but you never know.
Ooh. I think you're onto something, buddy.
This one, it's stupid. Question mark?
Tell us how you really feel.
I hate it. No, I don't hate it. It's just, again, this is a great way for people that don't have the New Hope Vader to get a New Hope Vader. I don't have a New Hope Vader, and I never wanted one. So, it's just, I would much rather them make a new mold. They have so many better Vaders out there that re-releasing this crappy, stupid version of Vader is just brain dead, in my opinion, to me. Which is harsh, but even if you just got the Return of the Jedi Vader and you put the shoulder cloths over the thing, change the little blue button to green, and re-release that, it's 10 times better, But I just it doesn't make sense to me. I understand you want them in that packaging, but
well, hear me out. I think there's something much bigger going on with Hasbro and what they've announced, especially in the last 3 to 4 months. Mm-hmm. And I think what we're seeing is their course correction in action. Hello, Wilbon.
What's up, Wilbon? Nice to see you in the chat. Me and Wilbon met at ICC.
Oh, nice.
Wilbon's a legend, for real.
You have one up on me, Wilbon. I've never met this guy.
Mm-hmm. Yet you dress as me for Halloween.
Right. It's the only way. It's the only way I can be in the same room. So I think that we're seeing the course correction, and I think part of that is they're going to be coming out with a bunch of brand new product, which is all the stuff that you want. Clone Wars era, prequel era, all that stuff. But in the meantime, they're trying to get things out based on molds that they already have ready to go, so that they don't have to spend more money. So they're trying to maximize what they can put out now. That's what I think. Yeah. Anyway, I did think it was really interesting. I don't know if this is just concept. It can't be concept art. It's got to be a glam shot. But the J hooks on the packages for the Mando and the
I noticed that. I guess maybe because it's less plastic, or maybe it's a cheaper renewed plastic or something.
I wonder if I don't know what it baffles me. It looks like it's plastic.
It's an interesting change, I don't know.
Yeah. I thought it was funny, so that's why I put the picture in there.
Yeah. Interesting. And then these are okay. Actually, before I want your opinion, what do you think of the A-list subline now?
I like it. Again, going back to the prequel era, they when a movie would come out, they would split it into kind of like two separate collections, or sometimes three. And you would have your main collection, which was all the A-list characters, all the named characters, and the stars of the movie. And then you would have the collection 2, which was the aliens. Sometimes it was troop builders, that kind of a thing. And then I think for Phantom Menace, they did a C collection. And I can't remember what those were. Maybe, I don't know. The way they had it broken down was because retailers obviously would be selling through the main characters more. So it gave them the opportunity to buy more cases of Anakin, Obi-Wan, Padme, that kind of a thing. They would have stripes of shelves specifically for that. And then the other shelves, or the other pegs rather, for product that maybe wouldn't sell as many, which those figures are probably worth more now because there were less of them made.
And I think that makes sense. Now, I don't necessarily know if this is going to be... I think that's just the name for it, because obviously I don't even think these are hitting stores. I think these are just like fan channel Pulse exclusives, I believe.
I think it would be cool if they cycled through and we constantly had Vaders available.
That is an idea. Yeah.
And then other key characters. I mean, imagine if even if they did scene specific versions, they could do Han Solo from the beginning of A New Hope. They could do the Gunner Station Han Solo, because they already have that. I mean, well, hopefully they would redo a brand new sculpt, but you could do Princess Leia. You could do a Princess Leia where it's like from the trash compactor, and she comes with the big thing, and they're like maybe the gown is like a little has like the kind of water effect on it, just kind of dirtied up from the trash compactor. They could constantly be coming out with versions with minimal modifications to the body. You repackage it, you throw a couple of different accessories in there, but you're constantly having these A-list characters coming out. I think that's a win. That's awesome.
Yeah. So I mean, I like the idea of it, and I think it gives them. It's a great way to re-release figures that's not necessarily an archive wave.
Right.
But I think the problem is it's a great excuse to re-release figures that are bad. Like we need a new New Hope Vader, and this just gives them an excuse to not do that New Hope Vader for another 5 years.
Do we know if they're using this to replace the archive figures?
We don't know, but I assume that's the idea.
Okay.
And I mean, not necessarily. I think once you get 5 years down the line, whenever they're re-releasing Galaxy-style box figures, maybe they'll repack those in archive. Like, hey, throwback to the archive line. Remember this was a thing, but right now they're doing this for figures that didn't get mural artwork, just to throw them in the mural.
Okay.
That's my guess. But I think this could be a great way, like Captain Rex. This is a great way to re-release Captain Rex, or A New Hope, not New Hope, Revenge of the Sith Anakin and Obi-Wan. But no, so this is the reason I brought this whole thing up is do you think that the Nerdzoic leaks with all the re-releases were the A-list line getting leaked, and all of those figures are going to be in the updated packaging.
Well, but some of the stuff that he announced was it was more like box sets and vehicles and that kind of a thing, wasn't it? Are you saying that you think that stuff is going to be in the Galaxy packaging?
I think all of it is. I mean, I guess apart from the only thing that there is the helmets weren't released in the new updated packaging. They were just old packaging released. So that kind of spoils that idea. But I think as far as the figures go that he leaked, I think that they're going to be re-released in these updated packaging, because there's no way, like they some of those were Blue Line figures. Like there's no way they're re-releasing Blue Line packaging.
I wouldn't think so, and that was one of the things that maybe that was one of the things that people were talking about, is like, how are these going to roll out? I think you might be right that maybe this is where they're headed. Yeah. It does seem strange that none of the figures have really come to fruition, though. I'm trying to think of what else was announced. Didn't they announce a Rex? And
no, Rex was not one of them. Fox was, though.
Oh, Fox. Okay.
Yep.
The speeder bike set, the Shadow speeder bikes. I would, if they're coming out, I would love to see them in the Saga or the Galaxy packaging. But
yeah.
No, you're throwing me for a loop here.
I don't know. Anyway, reveals. I love this helmet. I want this helmet. It's cool. I don't have room for helmets. I still need to get the Scout Trooper helmet. So probably not. It's probably going to be this one or the Scout Trooper, and I want the Scout Trooper more. But this one is so cool. I love the bright blue.
It's pretty neat looking. I mean, if I were going to cosplay, I could probably be Carson Teva, but
yeah.
No, I don't know if I would have the confidence. Do you know how many weeks it took me to build up the confidence to put on the wig?
Put on the Lugnus wig? Watch your stream blow up and get like 1 million views, and that's just how it starts.
Wait, there's 2 of them now?
There's 2 of them? Now there are 2 of them. It is getting out of hand.
Talk about this for a second. I'm going to be right back.
Okay. But this is cool. I think they need to repaint this helmet as many times as they can. I think it is a no-brainer to do so, and I think Carson Teva is a great choice for a helmet. And plus, it's just a cool-looking helmet. So, yeah. But I think it's good. So we'll wait till David gets back to get into that. But what do you guys think about the helmet or any of the other reveals we've already talked about? Great helmet. Yeah, I think it's great. I think it I will say the X-Wing helmet is such a good helmet for literally anything. The price, it's super affordable. And so if you're wanting to use it for like Halloween costume or cosplay, the Black Series helmet is so good. I do own the Poe Dameron one, which it's good for what it's supposed to be, but it's nowhere near as good as something like the X-Wing one. But want prequels? Yeah, I think more prequel stuff is great, and they've really been prequel Yoda, to be specific. Yeah, I mean prequel Yoda would be great. So anyway,
hello.
Next up, we have young Anakin Skywalker. This is awesome. It looks incredible.
So cool.
Yeah. Again, another problem of I want it and I don't have room for it, but I'm still gonna buy it and I'm gonna put it somewhere where I don't have room for it.
You'll make the room. I got a bottle of water and it was sitting right next to the wig, so there's
that's gross.
Hair all over the place. It's the worst. I like it a lot. So there is a figure that came out for the Dungeons and Dragons animated series, like a retro throwback,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm wondering, it's there's a kid figure. He's I think he's like maybe 3.5, 4 inches tall.
Yeah.
And as soon as I saw it, I was like, this would be perfect for an Anakin. And he's got similar leggings.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if like there's, I don't think it's direct reuse, but I'm wondering if maybe they sort of use the one to kind of help with the other.
I mean, yeah.
Because it's probably about the same size. Like anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I think it looks awesome. Again, only one accessory.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm surprised they included the backpack. I'm not gonna lie. That's not something I'm like, oh, if I have a young Annie, I need the backpack. Like, it's just, I don't know. I think they should have been the X-wing helmet and maybe the N1 helmet is what it should have come with. And I'm a little disappointed that it didn't. But I think the backpack's a good accessory.
But if kind of going along with what we were just talking about, if maybe Hasbro is changing gears and they're going to venture towards doing more scene-specific versions of characters, they could use this Anakin and come out with all 3 different versions within a short time span, because all they'd have to do is either come up with a new head that has the helmet on it, or the pod racer helmet, maybe make them dirtied up a little. I know you don't like it, but it is possible.
Because then I have to buy 3 versions of it.
And that's why they do it.
Yeah. No, what ended up happening is I just wouldn't buy 3 versions of it. Or what they do is you can have the helmet, the pod racing helmet, but it's exclusive to the HasLab pod racer, which I would be fine with at that point, but because I'm gonna buy it, I'm buying the next Black Series HasLab regardless of what it is. Just because I want more Black Series HasLabs. It could be a sequel trilogy HasLab, and I would probably still buy it.
What if it's all of the mods from the Book of Boba Fett with their little Vespas? Would you do it then? You committed.
Only if they have like one of those wind up car features where you like roll it back and then it starts going, but it's absurdly slow, just like really really slow. It's just really slow moving. That's the only reason I buy it.
It's just got the little feet underneath. They go.
Yeah. It's really loud and clicky. Yeah. Next is a Padme. I love this one too. It's not my first choice for outfit for Padme, so.
For episode 1?
Yeah, for episode 1, Padme.
What would be your first choice?
The Queen outfit, like the white face with the big red dress.
Oh man, that would be so expensive.
Would it though?
Yeah, because it's Hasbro.
Yeah.
That'd be. I mean, I'm not saying that they shouldn't.
It'd probably be a $30 to $35 figure, realistically.
Easy.
But no, that would be my first choice. Or even the Tatooine outfit with like the blue and gray outfit.
The Padme and the Berry, yeah.
Yeah, that one I feel like is a way more iconic outfit for episode 1 Padme than this one.
Well, this is where the final battle takes place. This is kind of going back to what we were talking about with the if you give me really cool figures from really cool moments, I'll probably buy them. I could see myself buying this because I remember the Ascension gun scene, and this is where she kind of like takes charge of the situation and kind of wins back her throne. Mm-hmm. So I dig it. My concern is those chunky arms, the sleeves on them.
They definitely look weird at certain angles.
I got what's his name from Andor.
I know who you're talking about.
Totally drawing a blank on his name. Somebody help me out.
I know who you're talking about.
Cassian Andor. That's all right. Somebody will say it, and then I'll feel dumb. But yeah, I'm afraid that if you try to get her into certain poses, if you have her holding the weapon out, that it will look. It looks like it's designed to have her sleeves at her sides. It doesn't look like it's designed for her to be in action poses.
Yeah, no, I agree. No, I think it could be designed for like a bent arm too, but it's just whenever it's twisted out and like the little back piece isn't lined up, that's when it looks weird.
Certain poses for the light cruiser Luke and the 40th anniversary Luke, they do that. His elbow kind of sticks out, and it looks a little funky from time to time. But yeah, I dig it. I like the figure.
I'm still gonna buy it because I think it's awesome, and I think we need to support the prequel releases whenever they do get released. But I know people don't like Episode 2 as much as I do. I have a sweet spot for Episode 2, but I like both of the, or I guess there's I guess two outfits that we don't have in the Black Series from Episode 2 that I want more than this one. That being the crop top, battle damaged one, and like the black dress one from like. Is that the scene?
The date scene?
Yeah, that one.
I could wish away my wishes to wish to love to wish.
Literally the most awkward and like poorly written scene in all of Star Wars, and yet I would still buy that figure over this one.
They made a figure of that back in the day. I don't think it came out when the movie came out. I think it came out a couple years later. But yeah, it was like then they only made a few of them, or it was a smaller set that. Off movie years, they tend to make a lot less figures, obviously. But
yeah, it's very true. You can't complain for more prequel figures and then not buy them when they come out. Again, true. Yeah, I plan on buying it, and I'm not a huge Phantom Menace fan. I actually quite don't like the Phantom Menace, which is a controversial opinion. I know. I mean, it's a looking back, I hated on it too much. It's still not my favorite Star Wars film, but it's better than the sequel trilogy. So
yeah, the thing is, like,
all you need is a bad Star Wars film to really appreciate the mid Star Wars films.
Doug Smith says he paid full price for Jar Jar. Oh,
I had an opportunity to buy Jar Jar for $9.99 and I didn't buy him. And looking back, I'm a little upset I didn't.
I think I bought one at one point on clearance, but I went through last year right about this time, and I was like narrowed my focus down to like very specific things that I wanted in my collection, and Jar Jar didn't make the cut.
What? That's crazy. No. LA Chargers touchdown. I'm a Tampa Bay fan, so we don't talk about Thursday night. Yeah, these figures look great in person though, so I'm genuinely excited for these ones.
Anakin's just chilling.
Are you an angel?
The pipelines go insane though. We have a Phase 2 clone and droid 2-pack. This is an army builder starter pack is what this is, and it's awesome. I'm buying at least 2 of them, maybe 4, depending on how much money I have. In my bank account.
And this is exactly Hasbro's lane. This is what they should be doing. Mm-hmm. I mean, could you imagine they could continue to make this 2-pack for the next decade because they should. This should be available on Hasbro Pulse until the Black Series ends. Exactly. Just constantly be making them, and then. Maybe they're telegraphing that the clone is going to have some battle damage or battle wearing, kind of like the some of the figures did or have throughout the previous lines.
I think that's the same photo they used for the other Phase 1 clone, so unfortunately I doubt it. But. I mean, I would if I want to dirty it up, I would rather do that on my own. Yeah. But I could see them just doing it to have a variation between the single release. But I don't think they have to. But this is exactly what they should be doing. person to have a helmet touchdown. Anyway, the next one is Palpatine. We have the Senate himself here. Unlimited power. Yeah, I'm hyped for this one too. It's not my first choice for robes. I think I'd prefer the red robes from the "I am the Senate" scene.
That's Palpatine? I thought his name was Shared Fan.
Actually, it's Shared Fan's Palpatine. Shared is his first name, Fan is his middle name.
He's Jeeves' brother-in-law.
I mean, it's a quite common mistake. According to Wikipedia, it's Sheev Palpatine, but in reality, it's Shared Fans.
Shared Fan.
Shared Fans.
In the traditional Nabooese.
It translates to Shared Fan. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think this is about time. It's going to be in Revenge of the Sith packaging, so super excited about that. And
to what you were saying about the robe, again, they could totally just come out with a change of the soft goods, bring it out as an exclusive, bring it out as a Target exclusive in the red robes, and boom, Christmas 2025.
Yeah, and I'm sure they will.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, this one's about time, and we desperately need a prequel Yoda now.
I'm more excited for the next one.
Yeah, this is one that I'm not as attached to. Do we have a photo of that? Yeah, we do.
We do.
Do you want to take the lead on this one?
Well, actually, I would love to.
Actually.
So I'm actually going back through the Heir to the Empire trilogy audiobooks. I listen to it when I'm on my elliptical or when I'm doing errands, and I'm almost through Dark Force Rising. The scene that this is depicting, that's actually going to be a 4-pack, which was clarified last night or this morning. Yeah. Is from The Last Command, and it's kind of the final duel. Spoilers if you haven't read the books. Yeah, 4-pack.
What's up, Fig Fury?
Hey, Fig Fury. Yeah, this is like the final duel. What we learn is that Joruus C'baoth, the Dark Jedi at the top of the stairs there, has cloned Luke Skywalker from his severed hand, somehow acquired from Bespin, and he makes a clone of Luke Skywalker, trains him, and gives him the Skywalker lightsaber. So the duel takes place on Mount Tantus, I think is what it's called. I think at this point, that's Mara Jade down there. She's been kind of...
she looks like she's steaming.
I think she's just been force lightninged. There's this weird thing that goes on throughout this this series of books. They have a creature called a Ysilamari, and they project a bubble that counters the force. So Grand Admiral Thrawn, and I don't know if they covered this in Clone Wars at all, but Thrawn and C'baoth, they end up using these to kind of limit the force abilities. So when Luke goes up to duel against Luke, he doesn't have his force abilities from what I remember. So anyway, it's this really cool dynamic to the duel, kind of like in Luke this monster.
I mean, we had Lukeness Monster, and we had Lukeness Monster. We missed an opportunity, man.
Wilbin just won the night. That is it. That was, oh man, I'm jealous. I'm just gonna leave. You don't need me anymore. Yeah, they very cool scene. I'm hoping I remember the events correctly with the Ysilamari and stuff. But the duel is awesome. having it be a 4-pack, I'm sure it's going to be really expensive. Easily, what, 125, $150.
I'm hoping. I mean, considering that the next one we're going to talk about is $44.99, I'm hoping that this one would in turn be what, 120. I'd be happy.
I'm wondering if maybe they'll be able to scale it down, because I've been racking my brain trying to figure out how they could go about making this using what they already have. The Mara Jade, she's in a different costume in the book than they depict her in the comics. For some reason, in the comics, they're like, "Ooh, let's make everybody sleeveless. Let's give them sleeveless costumes." And so the Luke, that's why the publishing series, it's just the repack of the Dagobah Luke, because that's similar to how he looked in the comic. In the novels, he wears the Jedi tunic. And the way that they depict Mara Jade, she's in kind of like coveralls, like a long sleeve kind of jumpsuit for the most part. So I don't know what that image is supposed to depict, but what I was thinking, they could use the light cruiser Luke, just make some modifications, get the Mara Jade if you can see it. The only if you find it, I'm regretting that I passed it up. And the only thing that I don't like about it is the double jointed knees that they didn't make new knees. But the Mara Jade, they could probably just reuse. The clone Luke, maybe episode 1 Obi-Wan, episode 2 Obi-Wan.
That's what I was thinking, or that new Jedi. Well, my only thing is the sleeves are a little different. No, the sleeves are close enough though.
They're close enough. And then
then it would have the Dagobah Luke legs.
Possibly,
yeah.
And then for the Sabaoth, if you click to the next slide,
that one is giving me Ben Kenobi vibes. Is that one? Or is
that's the comic depiction? Well,
that is awesome.
So Sabaoth is described as kind of being jacked, and it kind of plays into his character's vanity. His character is like, he's described as throughout history constantly putting himself in the middle of things because he wants the credit, he wants the acknowledgement, and so Luke kind of ascertains from a historical biography of Sabaoth that he's vain, because he is always shown as being like very muscular, and then he's depicted as wearing his robes open so you can like see his pecs and abs. So I was thinking they could probably use the Darth Maul.
Yeah, use shirtless Maul for that.
Shirtless Maul with either an overlay or some soft goods and a new head. And
I hope so. That'd be cool.
So
my guess is if they pipelined this photo, so my guess is they're gonna use the Ben Kenobi body with some different arms and a different head. Is my guess. The Ben Kenobi. Because he has because he has the really long robes in the front, kind of like Ben Kenobi had. Like
You're talking about Old Man Ben. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
For some reason, I was thinking Wandering Jedi Obi-Wan. And I was like,
nope. Nope, Old Man Ben. Which would kind of suck because that body's not good, but that's my guess.
I don't remember how tall he is in the story. If he was shorter, they could go Maul. Did something else fall?
No, I was looking at my Ben Kenobi figure.
Oh, I was gonna say, did your set fall apart?
No.
I'm surprised mine is holding together tonight. Nothing.
There you go.
Nothing has fallen so far. So I'm super excited for this.
You also didn't tell me there was Heir to the Empire comics. I'm so gonna read the comics rather than the actual books because pictures.
Yes, there are. I should look into that because I haven't read those.
This one is
right.
Yeah, this is awesome.
Interesting. You take the lead. You're excited about this.
Yeah, so for starters, they put it in the Clones of the Republic packaging. So brand new subline specifically dedicated to clone troopers. This is what we've been asking for forever now. here on the channel, and it's here. So, yeah. Anyway,
I think they're listening to you. Wait, no, you want them to listen to you.
Anyway, okay. But yeah, this is cool. It does have the Clone Wars Mace Windu, which I already have 2 versions of Mace Windu. Do I need another one? Do I have room for another one? But it's cool to get. It's nice to get the Jedi gauntlets. Obviously, this is just mostly repack. I think this is all just a kit bash because it uses the arms from 2003 Clone Wars Obi-Wan or Mace Windu on the normal Mace Windu body.
Right.
So for the most part, not for the most part, it is completely reuse, but it's good reuse, and this is what people wanted them to do for Kit Fisto and for Obi-Wan and for Anakin. Mm-hmm. Or not Anakin, but for Obi-Wan specifically. And even Plo Koon. So hopefully they do that, because I know Mace Windu has the same body as Plo Koon. So right. I think it's already safe to say they're going to do a Plo Koon with that body, just a Plo Koon head, and then a Wolfpack Trooper.
That'd be awesome.
Predicting it now. But yeah, $44.99 for this 2-pack. Crazy price.
80s Kid, I will have to look it up. I do have some of the cover images somewhere, but I don't have the ability to put them on screen right now. But yeah, I think they did the comic versions probably 15 years ago. Probably 15 years ago. It was through Dark Horse, so it was like way before Disney got involved.
Commander Pons, it was $44.99, so great price for a 2-pack.
Yeah.
Surprisingly. So now theoretically, if they did a 4-pack in this line, $100.
Yeah.
Which is a great price. Yeah. So this one was, I guess technically it's a Hasbro Pulse Premium exclusive at this point. But so it's a Shop Disney Hasbro Pulse exclusive. It went up for Pulse Premium members about 4:00 yesterday. No, 2 days ago. It's Sunday. Oh, that's weird to think about. Anyway, about 2 days ago. Unfortunately, it sold out in like 10 minutes. For Pulse Premium members. I'm a premium member and I didn't get it, unfortunately. But it will be available, I believe, on Shop Disney as well as in the Disney stores and in Disney World and Land itself. So
I wonder if they were testing the waters here to just see if maybe like they put out a set amount and they just wanted a metric, can we get this to sell out? Like, I don't think it's going to be hard to find. I think that they'll have other runs of the.
Oh yeah, no, this one's definitely getting a re-release for sure.
But I think that maybe they're being smart about their rollout with certain things like this, because it's technically like a brand new subline. Mm-hmm. 2-packs. Since you said that they're labeling it as Clones of the Republic, it makes it seem like it's not going to be the only set that they do.
Well,
yeah. I mean, the Phase 2 clone and the battle droid, it would stand to reason that they would also be Clones of the Republic branded.
Or would that one be Revenge of the Sith, or even Clone Wars? Because it's weird to put a battle droid in a Clones of the Republic packaging. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being silly, but
yeah, maybe. You're making me second guess myself now. You're probably right. But if they continue to do this price point, 2-pack figures, and roll out, I don't think that they would spend the money to do the packaging and design it. Like, the only other thing that we've had recently that's similar to this is the Cobb-Man Cad Bane 2-pack, right?
As far as 2-packs go, or
yeah, I mean, there was like the Luke Grogu set, but that one's not a 2-pack. I mean, yeah. I think really the first 2-pack we've had
modernly, I guess, Sense Galaxy packaging would have been the like Vader, Obi-Wan, Ralph McQuarrie concept art figures.
Yeah.
But that would have been the first one, and really since then we got the Cad Bane, and then we have a bunch of multi-packs pipeline now, which is crazy because we hadn't seen multi-packs in years. So super excited we're getting more multi-packs. But
Do you know what I just realized?
what's that?
The retail price on this Mace Windu 187th set is the same as the retail price for the Luke Grogu set.
Sounds about right.
That's crazy to me. I mean, it's
But no, that set is not $45, is it?
I don't think it. I think it would have been good at maybe 35, which is kind
I
of.
think
where
it is 35,
yeah.
isn't it?
Well, now, but it's been marked down everywhere. Somebody put it on sale, Amazon or Target, and then the other matched, and it's.
Oh my gosh, it is $45. Why is it $45?
Right.
No wonder I didn't buy it. That is crazy.
I got mine cheap, so.
Anyway, so I think the real reason they even created the subline is because they can't put this in any actual packaging because the 187th Purple Trooper is not like a canon design, so they really can't put it in Clone Wars and be like, oh, it's Clone Wars. Which
the interesting thing is, sorry, go ahead.
It's just my theory. Like maybe Lucasfilm won't let them do it. But
The interesting thing about that is we just saw the Starkiller single pack, and in your news video I didn't notice it until I saw your video, but it's denoted as being Legends.
Yeah.
And this isn't. So if they go to the trouble to include that on the Starkiller, why not on this?
Well, my guess is because this was in production before the Starkiller single pack was. Just because this one is on that 2020 clone body rather than the 23 body. And so my guess is this one's been in production for a long time, and so they didn't even think about putting Legends on the packaging. Because
but the Starkiller's coming out first.
Yeah, but I mean even the Darth Malgus or any of the KOTOR figures don't have Legends on it.
So why Starkiller?
Okay, well, it's just because that one they already had the figure made, but they just threw it in the single packaging. And for this one, I think that these figures were in production a lot longer than that Starkiller was. That Starkiller, they could have made that last week. They just slapped that in a new box and throw a Legends thing on it. But my thing is because that box art or whatever, that the design for that box was in production a lot later than this box is my guess.
Possibly, but if they were planned, oh man, we could go a whole hour just like debunking.
We should move on.
We'll move on. Well, yes, but I do want to theorize because I'm wondering something.
But I know I had you some glam shots. Yeah, looking good. But I pretty much I sent a bunch of photos here of just the endless possibilities that this line could be, because it's just Clones of the Republic, and this is just stuff that Hasbro wants to do easy repaint re-releases with.
Mm.
And I mean, Rancor Battalion 3-pack, easy repaints. I mean, and they have no reason not to do it now.
Right.
Like even like you could throw the relevancy card out. Well, they're not relevant to media, but the purple grape trooper is, like no, like that's not even a real figure, and not even a real character. It's a design Hasbro made up for Revenge of the Sith.
It makes me totally believe that things are changing there.
And that's why I need to do like a State of the Black Series video pretty soon, because I think it's crazy to just even think about that they're listening to us now and they're making things how the fans want.
Well, and just to speak to that for a moment. Like I know you on a personal level, and sometimes taking credit for things is not your strong suit. Like you'll play it up from time to time, but like when it comes down to it, uh, it's sometimes it can be difficult for you to take credit. I think that somebody or people at Hasbro have been watching your content, and they are listening to what you say, and then they're paying attention to what the fans are saying in the comments, and you're doing the fans' work, my friend.
I mean, I know I mentioned this stuff to Eric on my stream with him, and I've made videos for 4 years now about stuff like this. So this is a dream pack for me. Not necessarily the characters, but the idea of what it could be. Imagine if they just did 5 of a Jedi and a clone 2-pack.
Yeah.
Just how crazy insane to even think about the possibility of us getting Jedi clone 2-packs is. It just blows my mind.
And they have all the molds for them. Like you were saying about the Mace Windu. That Mace Windu body, they could recolor it, and they could do Plo Koon and have it. That could be the next one.
Yeah. And then, so as far as like Kit Fisto or in Obi-Wan, they would probably have to throw the arms onto the other Jedi body.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as that goes, that body is perfect. So you just swap out the arms with the gauntlets onto a different body, and you're set. Right. And then the clones are just an easy repaint. So yeah, I think one thing that this kind of is a clone battle packs from the Clone Wars line. Stuff like this is something I would love to see, and I think this is realistic. Now, obviously, it's not going to be this dramatic battle pack packaging with training cards and dice included, but like the Phase 1 5s and Echo is a perfect thing to release in Clones of the Republic, or a Arf Waxer. You know, just stuff like that are just super obscure, random background characters that probably get like a minute of screen time. You know, they're perfect for this line.
But still, yeah, people. What's this one? Sorry, the Assault on Geonosis. What's the trooper with next to Obi-Wan?
On the left.
Yeah.
So that is the ARF Trooper Waxer, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Boyle.
Oh, sorry.
It might be Boyle. It's Boyle or Waxer. One of the two.
I like that.
Here, actually, I have that one.
Cool. Yeah, like this is just, it's something that could totally be cool.
Never mind.
Hey, sorry.
I moved it a long time ago. It used to sit up on top of my shelf forever, and I think I moved it. But but it's like a like the brown camo of like the Geonosian camo.
Okay.
But it's ARF Trooper, and it's
nice.
Super cool. And it's 212 too, so it has the 212 markings. It's like a super cool looking design.
Sweet. See, that I love.
Hey, what's up out of the basement?
Out of the basement. How's it going?
I see you guys in the chat. We're just talking about the possibilities of the Clones of the Republic line, because there's endless possibilities with this thing. So yeah, and then another thing that I thought about is since Hasbro originally made up the design for the 187th for their figures, I went back and I just thought, what are some other designs that Hasbro just straight up made up? And this was definitely a big thing when it came to the Revenge of the Sith figures. Both of these figures are just made up characters where they just repainted Bly.
Yeah.
I would love to see a single pack or a 2-pack of these in the Clones of the Republic line. Give me a red Bly or a green Bly. I don't care what battalion they're a part of or what the name of the guy is. They're just cool looking figures.
Right. And I found that like I have my Delta Squad set, but one of the reasons that I love the basic Republic Commando, this guy, is because it could be like I can make up my own version of that character, and that's one of the benefits of stuff like this. Like they could just throw out all these different clone troopers, and then the collectors are able to, and even kids can use their imagination, and we know that clones have their own personalities, so you can invent your own version of the character, and that's kind of why I gravitated towards the basic clone commando. Like this is, I know you have your misgivings of it, but it's one of my top 5 figures of the year, just for that.
Wow. Okay. I mean, I respect it. You know what's crazy? I was going through my top 10 figure list of the year, and I don't know if Fives makes the top 10, which deeply hurt me. But I don't know.
Wow.
Which it's really gonna hurt me to make that video. But yeah, truly endless possibilities, and I think that's one reason where Hasbro's kind of just not necessarily going wrong, but where they've definitely changed compared to 2005, is like. If they made a brand new mold for a figure in 2005, they're getting 17 repaints of random, not even real characters out of it. Whereas we're waiting 4 years to get like a few different repaints of the clone body. You know.
I also I gave you the compliment, but also to shout out to out of the basement, because they've been talking about this for a long time too.
Yeah.
And again, I think between what you're doing, what they're doing, someone has taken note of it, and I think that is why these changes are happening. Like, if you think to where we were a year ago or 2 years ago, it's like a whole different toy line now.
Yeah.
Right? Would you agree?
No, yeah, definitely. They've definitely shifted focus, which it's noticeable. So I'm excited to see where it goes. But yeah, it's interesting to think about, and I'm excited about it. I know they announced at the London Comic-Con there, which you think this would be a widespread announcement, or they'd post the recording of them announcing this, but they briefly mentioned like 25th anniversary of Phantom Menace. And because of that, they're celebrating all of the prequels, and that's why we're getting all these 2-packs and multi-packs. I don't think this necessarily. I don't know if this includes strictly the Clones of the Republic line, but see you, 80s kid. Nice to see you.
Hi, 80s kid. Have a good night.
But yeah. So we'll see. But another one, just covert clone ops. Like, this isn't a real thing, but it looks super cool. It's gray camo with purple markings. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. Right. Give me a Black Series version of that.
I think I had that figure back in the day.
I think so. Back in the day, I was a little too young to collect. I was actually just born. I was like less than a year old when Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, playing Fortnite when Revenge of the Sith came out. But my cousins, they're old and have families now. But whenever they were kind of growing out of playing with action figures, they were, I don't know, probably my age at the time, when me and my brother were, I don't know, 10, 12, 13, somewhere in there. And they gifted us all of their action figures. And they had practically every single release from Revenge of the Sith, from every vehicle to figure. Wow. And so I grew up playing with a lot of these Revenge of the Sith figures.
Well, shout out to your cousins who are awesome.
Yeah, I think since then we've donated and sold off a lot of those original sets, which is kind of a shame because, you know, like I started my YouTube channel. I'm like, oh, let's go grab some of those. Oh, no, they're all gone. But
wasn't that kind of the plot of Toy Story 4?
I am actually Andy.
You are Andy.
But this is another one. Like, I went too far. I clicked the wrong button. We're getting to South Park spoilers now. This is a 3-pack that I owned. Again, just random clone battalion that was made up for this thing, and it's awesome. Like, give me those. Hasbro could make up their own clone battalions at this point, and I would buy it just because I like them doing that, and it's cool.
Oh man. Okay, so off stream we are going to have to play a game where we come up with the absolute worst clone battalion and designs.
Okay. Okay.
They look like this.
Spooky rumors.
Okay.
I think you have to do the voice for this one, right?
Oh man, can I do it?
Will you please just look under my bed? Make sure Kathleen Kennedy.
Wait, no, that's not the
one. No, that was perfect. No, don't stop. It was perfect.
Will you please just look and make sure Kathleen Kennedy isn't under my bed?
Oh my gosh, that is.
So, I love that clip because I've heard the rumblings of Disney not being a fan of this Panderverse thing, but seeing that clip, man, I was like, this is going to be crazy. So, heard a rumor. Don't know if it's true. If there's any credence to it. I know that it'd be it could go either way at this point. If there's any truth to it at all, there's as much disinformation as real information. But I heard a rumor that Disney is going to float the idea, just put it out in the ether, that they are considering recasting the original characters from Star Wars. And they want to gauge the fan reaction. So this could possibly be for a reboot. It could possibly be for in between the sequels. Don't know. That's what I heard, and I wanted to get your thoughts on one, do you think they should recast at all? And two, if they recast, would you be open to the possibility of them rebooting and starting over? Or would you only be on board with it if it was post-Jedi, sequel trilogy content?
That's an interesting question. I think there's so much they can expand on after Return of the Jedi, or even in between the original trilogy movies. You could throw in a side quest in there, Side quester? Sorry. Link in the description. But yeah, there's so much untold story that could be told there. Whether it's legends drawn from legends material, or if it's made up on the spot. There's so much you could do, and I feel like it's wasted potential not to recast. But a remake or a reboot just seems ridiculous to me. Like, the original trilogy, I know I said this to you specifically, but the original trilogy is the best movie trilogy of all time, hands down. You could argue that all three of the original trilogies are the best movie of all time. There's arguments for all three of them that they're the best movie of all time, and there's no way you could remake it better, and so there's no reason to try.
What if they just did an extra special edition with more CG,
more random aliens covering the screen so you can't see?
Jabba the Hutt is now in all of the movies.
He's just in the background going, oh,
you owe me money, Solo.
Yeah. But I definitely think that I would enjoy a recast, because again, those are stories I want to be told, and so if they feel comfortable recasting it, and as long as Harrison Ford and Mark Hamill approve of the recast of the actors that they pick for it, I'd be fine with it. But again, a remake, absolutely not. That's just bonkers in my opinion, and it would suck. If you want to expand new stories, that's fine, but just brand new Return of the Jedi remake, like, what? Why would you ever need to remake Return of the Jedi? And I mean, you look at it almost like how DC does it with 15 different Batmans and 27 different Supermans. You have all these different characters, but each one of their movies tells a different story, because it draws from the comic books, which tell bunches of different stories.
Right.
Whereas in all of the Legends material from Star Wars builds off of the original trilogy movies. And so if they were to recast, kind of like when you recast Batman, you can't retell a different story with that Batman, because unless a George Lucas comes up and makes a new story for it, I don't need to watch a new movie of the same movie,
That's fair.
I mean, if they wanted to do a special edition with better CGI and modern day stuff, but most of it was still practical filming that has the same actors and uses the same, I guess if that makes sense. Like, no, you're gonna hate me for saying this, but if they did a remake of the original trilogy with completely CGI'd characters, where it's Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, and Luke using all the same original audio.
Oh,
I mean, but it has the updated 4K filming and modern special effects. I think I would be okay with it. But if it's just a special edition is what it is, but not a reboot.
What if they did a reboot with Lucas Monster as Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Jenna Ortega as Princess Leia.
But no,
Jake
you
Paul as Han Solo.
you'd have to make me Han Solo and Jenna Leia, because then me.
Well, now that I know your hair is brown, I guess that would work.
I don't want to be Jenna's sister, or brother, because that's just weird. For everyone in the chat that doesn't know, I have a huge celebrity crush on Jenna Ortega. So.
And now we know.
Now we know, yeah. But yeah. So no, I would have to be Han. So.
All right, you can be Han.
I'll be Han, yeah. Or now, hear me out. Jenna is Mara Jade.
Okay, so we can make that work. Done. But then you'd have to bring legends into the content.
I don't have to explain myself. Do you think they'll actually restock the Windu 2-pack? Absolutely. It's going to be available on Shop Disney, and it will go back in stock on Pulse. So don't worry, it'll be available, and I'll cover it on the channel as soon as it goes back up. So subscribe. What is this?
Oh, that's stop.
Okay, I will stop.
No, I mean you don't have to. There's a couple more, but as just a joke from the last one. But
I don't remember what they say. What do they say? Let's talk about our feelings. Yep, I do remember that. I am not but Ezra is a hugger. Yeah. Happy Luke Nesween. But yeah, I think that's all of our topics for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Any final thoughts before we end it?
This was awesome, and I'm so glad I got to do that costume because I didn't think we were gonna get to do it. And, dude,
it so caught me off guard.
I wish the wig would have gone on more easily. I had it right here, ready to go, and then as soon as I fudged the line because I was gonna say, "Hey guys, it's Luke This Monster. Welcome back to the channel. We have a great show for you." And see, I even screwed it up now because I'm like, I had it so planned, and then the wig didn't go on.
Is that how I sound?
In my head.
Okay. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next stream.